Hi.
Oh god, I sound like a 5-year-old. Hi.
Hi.
Hey, bitch.
Oh God, haven't spoken to you in so long.
Oh my god, I know. What has it been? 10 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Jesus.
In the time that we were away from each other, I was listening to the Taylor Swift album, and then I was like looking at the description because I was like, who does the intro to London Boy? You know, there's like a guy saying...
Idris Elba.
Yes, I just realised that.
How did you not know as soon as you hear his voice? Oh my god, it's saying it's like, would you like a ride around in my
Scooter.
Oh my god, I knew it was him. His voice is so recognisable.
I know. I hate a London accent, but I really love Idris Elba.
We could ride around on my scooter.
It's the way he says scooter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, my sister's about to get home, so my dog's going to start barking, so I just wanted to pre-warn you.
Oh, that's fine. My dog's playing with her toy on the bed. Oh my god, yesterday, well, actually Friday night, she destroyed one of her toys, and she likes to pull all the stuffing out. And so it was all over the bedroom. I cleaned it all up, and then she found a new toy and she's destroyed that, so now there's fluff everywhere again.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I love watching them pull the stuffing out, because I don't know if your dog's like mine, but I love watching her figure out how to pull it out.
Oh my god, I know. And then the fact that she like enjoys it so much.
Oh, so sweet.
Yeah.
Right, well we've got to make this a quick one, so do you want to go ahead with your dog news?
Oh god, oh my god, did we record last week? No, because I was away. Oh, dog news. No. Harley and I went to Pennsylvania. She was back with the dog squad.
Can I just say, those photos, I don't know if you put them on That So Fetch, but of the sunrise and that pack of dogs on the hill was like incredible. Wait, can you put that on That So Fetch?
I guess I could, yeah.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful picture.
Oh, thanks, Kit. Yeah, Kate and I got up for sunrise, because that's what we did last year when we were in Cape May. We got up for sunrise every morning. So we took the dogs to the meadow, and there was like mist on the meadow as the sun was rising, and then we just let the dogs off, and it was just so nice.
I have to say, in that picture, I was like, finally realised like how curly your dog's tail is, and like we need to do a DNA test and find out if she is 100% that bitch, because like...
I know.
What is in that? Like, where does that tail come from?
I know. Plus, Kate's boyfriend's dog, Augie, is part hound, and they have the same tail. So she has to have some kind of hound in her.
Must do.
Yeah. I mean, it's my birthday soon.
I'm just going to see if I can boomerang and stay on the phone. Can you do that?
See if you can be what?
Boomerang and stay on the phone.
Be a meringue?
Oh my god, Gina. Boomerang.
Oh! Sorry, I had meringue, and now I'm thinking a meringue would be so nice. Are you boomeranging? Why are we boomeranging? Yeah. What are you boomeranging?
I might just Insta story.
That you're podcasting?
Yeah.
Oh, what's...
On That So Fetch.
Oh my god, I love. Is Florence in it?
Duh, obviously.
Oh my gosh, should I do one too? Wait, so it worked while we were on the phone?
Yeah.
Okay, let me do one. Harley, my dog's quite far. Come here. Come here. Shuffle. Come on. Up, up. Now down. Lie down. Oh, fucking hell. Lie down.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
So
that was you.
Your dog news is... No, we went to Pennsylvania.
Yeah, we went to Pennsylvania. We had a lovely dog squad time. I mean, we went on like really nice dog walks every day. That's basically what Pennsylvania is when I go there. It's like seeing my family and then just like doing great dog walks.
Heaven. Absolute heaven.
Yeah.
I'm like really on board with you moving.
Where am I moving?
Because every time you come back from like Pennsylvania or England, you get back to your apartment, you're always like, ugh. And I just think you need to move.
I know. I mean, the thing is when I go to Pennsylvania, I'm always like, you go through Penn Station, and Penn Station is the grossest part of New York. Like, truly, when you come back, you're like, oh my god, why the fuck did I come back? Penn Station is disgusting, but I mean, when I go to work, like, I work in Soho, and Soho is so nice.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's all I like.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, I think you should move.
I know, I really think I should. I mean, I'll think about it. I have to work out how to get Justin and Harley to England.
Yes, move to England.
I know.
Party in Mykonos, bitch.
Well, also, wouldn't it be so fun, Kitty? I'm just imagining, because we'd be dog mums together in the same country. We could go on, like, a road trip with our dogs and go around the country and go on all the different dog walks.
Like the Lake District for the weekend, stay in an awesome Airbnb with our dogs. How fun would that be?
Yes.
I know. Well, can you just like come and do that?
I know. Well, when Justin and I are back at Christmas, I'm going to see how we both feel about moving somewhere.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I do really miss it.
Okay, well, in my life, I don't have any dog news. Oh my god, I do.
Yeah, what's your dog news?
I do have dog news. Oh my god, the other day I was working from home You know this story, so just pretend like you don't know.
Okay.
I was working from home, and I was like putting something. I went outside to like put something in the bin, and it was just like regular day, and suddenly Florence and I both saw a rat. I've never seen a rat in my garden in my entire life. We saw a rat just like trotting along.
Oh god.
And I was like, oh my god, and we saw it at the same time. She went zooming over to it, and it would try to escape behind the compost bin, but it couldn't like find a hole. So she grabbed it, and I obviously was like screaming because I'm really bad in those situations. And I went inside, locked the door, and I was like screaming, like, what do I do? And I was like trying to look out the window to see how she was killing it and what she was doing.
Oh my god.
But I didn't want to see, and I was like shouting for her to stop because my biggest fear was that she was going to eat it, and I just didn't want to see that or deal with that.
Well, also, if it had like rat poison in it, you don't want her to eat it.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, I don't know how she killed it. The more I was at first like, because it was a very quick kill. Like, from what I didn't see all of it. From what I did see, she held it in her mouth for a while and it just died. Like, there was no blood or anything, but I was talking to someone yesterday who was like, she probably, you know how dogs, like, when they have a toy and they, like, shake their heads?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, maybe she just broke its neck by doing that.
Yeah, maybe.
Because that's what they're technically, like, I think that's, like, their way of doing it. Anyway, so she was so good, though, because she killed it, held it in her mouth, dropped it, and then just walked away.
Oh my god, she's
like,
such a Jack Russell.
Yeah, and then she like didn't want to go near it again because my parents' dogs have always killed animals like birds and then like eaten the whole thing.
Oh god.
Because that's just what they used to do. So I was like really impressed that she just killed it and that was like it. Like she didn't want to eat it.
Yeah.
I mean, so anyway,
yeah,
she killed a rat in my garden, which was horrendous. And then I obviously freaked out because I didn't want to clean it up because I hate rats. They're like my worst thing in the entire world. So luckily my sister came home and we got a shoebox. We put it in a shoebox. Then we put that shoebox in a compostable plastic bag.
Yes.
And then we put that compostable plastic bag in an abandoned wheelie bin on our street.
Okay.
And then we just wheeled it all the way to the end of the street.
Oh my god.
But this happened on a Monday and the bins get taken away on Monday morning. So it's got a whole week of like being in that bin somewhere down the street.
Oh my god.
It was so horrendous. And then like I couldn't really let her come near me because I was like, oh my god, she's like, I don't want to be around a dog that's had, killed an animal.
Yeah.
And the next thing I did was gave her a bath because I was like, I just need to feel like she's clean.
Well, yeah, I would do the same.
But yeah, so that was my dog news. Quite stressful, but like horrendous because I hate rats, but also like really impressed with her. Like if you're gonna have a dog, like that's awesome that she can do that.
I know you were freaking out and you sent me a voice note of you being like, oh my god, I just can't believe it, she's got a rat. And you were freaking out, but like afterwards when you were talking about it, that is very impressive that she caught the rat, killed it, and then was like, okay, job done.
Yeah.
And
really impressive.
I know we talked about this because we've already had this discussion, but it really just made me think about that show with Martin Clunes. Something, I think it's called A Man and His Dog. And it was these Jack Russells that were trained to do that in barns. It's just so weird that like,
but
that's
I don't
the
think
breed.
they're trained. I think it's just like instinct.
Yeah, I mean that's what they're bred for.
Yeah, I think it's just like instinctually, like Florence like instinctually was like, hey, that I've got to kill that animal.
Yeah.
That's just like what you do. I mean, I guess all dogs are like that. I don't know, I would never come across a dog who wouldn't do that. I don't know. I'd love to know if other people would like think their dogs would do that. Like if there was a rat in your apartment, would Harley like
No.
kill it?
No, I don't think she would.
Really?
Yeah, she's so weird with other animals. Oh my god, that's some dog news. When we went to Pennsylvania, she has never seen a deer before, but when we were driving back from the dog walk, there were deer crossing the road and in the field over. And she never barks or howls. And Augie, the other dog, was like howling at this deer, so she started joining in because she like didn't know what to do. And I was like, oh, that is so cute.
Do you know what I love? I love that about having a rescue dog is that they get to experience so much new stuff that they're not used to, and I just like love the
Yeah, but I feel like when she sees cats, she doesn't know what to do, or when she sees a squirrel, she doesn't try and chase it.
Really?
So like, I don't think it is every dog.
No, that's weird. But maybe because Florence grew up in the countryside and she did grow up in stables. So
yeah.
But I don't know if she's ever seen. I can't remember her ever having seeing a rat in Norfolk. She must have though.
Yeah, she must have, especially with the stables.
Yeah, but anyway, no, so proud of her, really good dog. I felt bad though because like after it happened, I was like, didn't want to look at her, so she thought I was upset and angry.
Oh.
She was like, oh god, I've done something wrong. So she got in her basket and curled up and was like quivering because she was like, my mum's angry at me. But like, I wasn't angry. I was more just like, I didn't want to go near her because she was like ratty. And so I felt really bad because I want her to like, I do want her to know that that's like a good thing to do because it's like she's protecting the homestead. But then I was also like, oh, Florence, no thanks. I was also like, ew.
Did you wash her mouth out?
Well, I tried, but she doesn't really like that. I really need to brush her teeth. I need, like, someone to tell me how to brush my dog's teeth because I really need to do it. Her breath stinks all the time.
Oh,
and, like,
God.
because she's getting older, her teeth are getting quite yellow, and I just don't know. I feel like, can you go to the vet and get your dog's teeth cleaned? You probably can.
You can, but I think to clean a dog's teeth, don't they, like, put them under?
Really?
Or no, maybe that's removing, like, a dead tooth. I can't remember. I know I asked my mum about it and she was like, oh, they put them under so it's like not worth it for an older dog. But you can get like dog toothpaste.
Yeah, but she just hates me doing it. Like, she won't keep her mouth open.
Oh.
I could just try and force it, but...
Yeah, just force her.
Or like, are there any treats out there that just make their breath smell nicer?
Well, we have greenies, which are like the dentist things, and they're like a little green toothbrush. And they kind of work, but like if she doesn't have one for a couple of days, then her breath still smells. So I don't think they
Does
really
your dog's
work.
breath smell?
Yeah, it does, but it's only recently that it kind of smells.
Do you let her lick you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, because I do, and she's grown up knowing that that's like how we give affection, so I don't want to not let her do it, but I'm also like, you're really smelly.
Yeah. I mean, Harley
And
isn't
she's,
that
like,
bad.
morning breath as well.
Oh yeah, so does Harley. Maybe it's just morning
Like in
breath.
the morning, it's so gross, and she'll like yawn in my face, and like when she tries to wake me up, she's kissing me, and it's like so smelly. I'm like, ew, gross. Like, how am I supposed to find a boyfriend who's going to allow me to have her in the bed if she smells this bad?
Well, you have to find a dog lover.
Yeah, I know, but you know, Gina, even some dog lovers don't want a smelly Jack Russell. I get that.
Yeah, maybe we should research cleaning dogs' teeth.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm conscious it's already 4:00 and I need to go in half an hour. So let's talk about what this episode is about.
Yeah, okay, so if you've been listening to the last few episodes, you'll know that we went through Netflix dogs TV shows. So we went through the dogs series on Netflix, each episode, and then we found Life in the Doghouse, which is also on Netflix.
Who found it? Did I find it? Yeah.
No, I sent you a picture of it because it was on Facebook and I was like, we need to watch this, and then you watched it before me.
Yeah, but I actually, I'm not going to lie to you, I don't think I saw that message, and I think I just found it accidentally. I didn't realise you'd sent it to me before.
Okay, if you want to take the credit, that's fine. Yeah, but you saw it before me and you were like, Gina, you have to watch this. I honestly just finished it last night because I watched half of it and then we were going to do a podcast episode on it, so I was like, I kind of want to save the other half, so I just finished it.
Can I just say, it is, if you're a dog lover, it is the best documentary like ever made about dogs. It is so sweet. The premise is adorable and it's also pretty beautifully shot, I thought.
Yeah.
I personally think Netflix, if you're listening, I would have done it as like a 6-part series because like there's so much content. I would have loved to have seen it in more detail. I felt like it was not rushed through, but like...
I mean, it's like a full movie.
So much...
It's an hour 20.
Yeah, I know, but there's so much more I want to know.
I know, same. I would like a part 2. Or I was thinking Netflix season 2 of Dogs should do an episode on Danny and Ron.
Yeah. So do you want to just quickly explain like what the documentary's about without spoiling it?
Yeah, so the documentary follows, oh my god, this couple, Danny and Ron, and they are so cute. And they live in South Carolina and they have like a horse training business or horse rider training business. And they started by fostering dogs and then kind of adopting them out into the horse community. And then it kind of just like escalated after Hurricane Katrina because they took in so many dogs that were abandoned. And now it's kind of turned into their own rescue. And, you know, at the end... Oh, is that a spoiler? No, I don't feel like it is. At the end of the movie, it was like they've rescued over 11,000 dogs' lives.
It's amazing.
It's incredible.
Things I'm obsessed with about this documentary is like it is so sensible and clever to target the horse community.
Oh yeah, I was thinking that.
Because everyone who has horses has dogs.
Yeah.
And like those people love animals. They all live in like, you know, ranches. Like so sensible and such a great like opportunity. Like I thought that was really good. I think the only thing they probably struggle with is like a lot of people I think who have like horses are quite into the breeds that go well with horses. Maybe not in America as much, but I know in England like lots of horsey people go for the same kind of dogs because...
Yeah, or they want like a ranch dog or like a kind of more like a working dog. That might be more of an English thing though, but yeah, like I feel like attitudes are changing, but they were even saying in the documentary how people wanted like a pedigree and that was like the in thing to have a pedigree, and now attitudes are changing and that everyone wants a rescue.
Yeah.
Also very cool that I don't feel like we're giving away spoilers because everyone should have watched it. If you haven't, go watch it now. When they had like the horse event that they were at, and oh my god, Kitty, this is like our documentary because it's horses and dogs.
I know.
And I loved seeing all the horses, and then they were at some horse show, and then they have adoption events at the horse show, and it was really just like our dream lives.
Our dream lives. Do you want me to tell you my favourite bit of the whole documentary?
Yeah, tell me.
Okay, so they basically go to shelters and they pick out dogs who they don't think are going to get adopted out.
I feel like we might have the same favourite moment.
Okay, really? So my favourite moment in the whole documentary is like they pick out this adorable puppy called Moose.
Oh my god, yeah.
Who's like the weirdest mix of all time, and they're like joking that he looks like a loaf of bread because he does. He's like so tiny, so short, like Pekingese mixed with like Mastiff, like so random, like such a weird mix. But it's the cutest puppy. Anyway, they bring this puppy home and they're introducing it to the other dogs in their house.
Yeah.
And the guys like, Moose, like, meet the other dogs, like, they want to know where you'll come from, your hopes for the future, like, tell them about yourself. And I was dying. It was so cute.
So cute. Yeah. I mean, that was my favourite moment.
Like, love the way he was saying that. He was like, go on, introduce yourself, you know, tell them. Hold on, sorry.
Oh, I love Florence.
She'll stop in a minute. I apologise. Also, I think the niche about this documentary and what makes their rescue different from all the other rescues is that all of the dogs live in their house, which is freaking insane. So what, they have 80 dogs living in one house? And I'm not even joking, guys, they actually do.
Yeah, I mean, it's insane because they started by just fostering like a couple of dogs and they were like, oh, it's fine, we'll just have them in the house. And then it just like turned, like their whole house has crates like in each room. Like they don't have their own house. I think that's why it's called Life in the Doghouse.
Yeah.
I mean, it's insane. But I would love that.
I mean, I would and I wouldn't. Like, I would feel bad them not being in the house, but also, like, it stresses me out how much they take, like, you know, hairy. Although they did say their house was very clean, but it's because they have people cleaning it.
Yeah, because kits, aren't they so, just like, it's not like a normal shelter where it's, like, dirty, because it is actually their house. And even the van just looks like, everything looks very, like, sterile. Or like,
yeah, but I think they spend a fortune.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Cleaners,
because they were going through their routine and they were like every day, like we vacuum, we like sanitize, like Swiffer, they clean everything every single day, which I feel like is good.
I feel like I kind of wanted to like donate to their cause because I really admired that and the effort that the care and the effort that they put into it, and they're struggling with money, which was I didn't like looking at that because it stressed me out for them. I was like stressed for them.
What about the money thing?
Yeah, about them not having any money and having to go into their personal savings because they can't pay people's salaries. Like that stressed me out. I don't want to, like, I know it's bad of me to say, but I don't want to know that because I don't want to feel sorry for you.
But like I kind of hope from doing this movie, I mean they've probably had so many donations. Like I was looking and like Ellen DeGeneres tweeted it and she was like, guys, you need to watch this, it's such a great cause.
Good.
Yeah, so I'm sure they've got like a lot more money, which is good. And then I was googling it and like the most googled thing like about Danny and Ron's rescue are like people like Danny and Ron's rescue available dogs, so like people are obviously wanting to adopt from them.
Yeah.
And then the other most googled thing is Danny and Ron's rescue Moose.
Oh my god, is it really?
Yeah, because people love that puppy.
It's such a cute puppy, although it gets adopted and you see it when it's grown up and it's like not that cute when it's grown up personally.
I know, it like stretches out and it's not so much of a loaf of bread.
But it is just the world's most sweetest documentary and they are the nicest men in the world.
Yeah.
And it made me so happy. Everything about it made me so happy. I love that they love horses. I love that they love dogs.
Although there were some like really tough parts, and I was texting you when I was watching that part yesterday.
With the health issues?
No, not Danny's health issues. Where they have that dog, I've forgotten the dog's name. I think it's called like Lucky or something. And they're like, yeah, you know, you just need to realise like when a dog isn't themselves anymore and it's time to let them go. And they were like, we're so lucky that we can do this and we can like let them go. And then they like go to the vet, and then they were talking about, actually maybe it wasn't the same scene.
I'll tell you what though, that vet was hot.
I know, I was thinking that, quite a young vet.
Yeah, he was great. I was really, really into him, honestly.
Oh my god, Kits, you haven't seen Schitt's Creek, have you?
No.
Oh, I need you to watch it, because Ted, the vet, that's a hot vet.
Oh, really? Yeah, but he's an actor. This guy was real.
Well, yeah, okay.
Oh, wait, no, we haven't talked about, like, literally the most distressing part of this documentary, and I am so glad they showed it, because it was really, like, poignant. I think the way, in terms of, like, filmmaking, the way this whole scene was done was, like, super powerful.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. It's when they're talking about how people need to, like, spay and neuter, because there are so many kill... Actually, I quite like the way that they talked about kill shelters, and they were like, it's not the shelter's fault. Like, if you had someone dumping, like, 5,000 dogs on your doorstep, what are you going to do? Because people do attack the shelters, and, like, it's not the shelter, it's the community, and I love that they, like, really talked about that.
Yeah, I agree. I thought the exact same. He had a very good point about that. I think people do attack shelters. And yeah, like, what are they? If they don't have space, what are they supposed... It's, like, physically impossible.
And, like, why are people against spay and neutering? Is it just...
I don't know. I don't know if it's expensive. I don't know.
Well, there are so many places that, like, do it discounted because they don't want, you know, dogs, having dogs in shelters. I don't know. Anyway, the scene that you're talking about is, like, it's, an aerial view, I guess, from a drone. And, Kits, when I was watching this scene... I did not realise what it was for, like, the first couple of seconds. Did you?
Yeah, no, I don't think anyone
And that's
does.
why it's
I
so
was
good,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's really powerful. Because you see these two women, like, putting these black plastic sacks onto a van. And the more that you watch them do it from a height, you kind of see, don't you? Like, I felt like you could kind of tell that there were, like, bodies.
Yeah, I think, yeah, the reason the scene is so good is you don't realise, but, like, you know that they were talking about euthanasia.
Yeah, but Gina, sometimes I was looking at the bags and you can see...
you can see their bodies.
Some are hard, some are soft, and you can, like, you can just tell what it is. So they put all these basically dead dogs in plastic bags in a van, and that's pretty horrendous, but I actually found the worst part is when they drive to, like, I guess, like, a massive dugout hole, which people, like, use for fly tipping.
Yeah.
And then they just throw these dead dogs into this, like, hole in the ground, literally with other bits of trash. It was so, you know, like, you kind of lose sight, like, oh my god, that's an actual creature, it's the dignity, you know, it's just gone, you know, it's quite hard to watch, isn't it? I mean, obviously they're not going to go around burying them all properly, but
yeah, it
just kind of highlights, doesn't it, that throwaway, like...
Exactly, like people getting a puppy and then, like, realising, oh, I can't take care of this anymore, whatever, I'll just dump it at a shelter. And I don't think people realise that, like, the reality is so many people do that, and, like, so many people give up their dogs, and then it's just, like, there's not enough space, they don't know what to do with them. And then they're, like, leaving the shelter to kind of deal with their dirty work.
Yeah.
Like, if someone's giving up their dog, would it really be that bad? Like... to just keep your dog? I don't know.
It depends on the situation, but I think it's just that people don't realise, like, getting a dog, like, you're getting, like, it's a life. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's got feelings, it's got emotions, it's an actual, like, you know, living thing, and I think that's what people don't understand, is, like, then you give it up, but, like, do you actually know what you're doing to that creature?
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't understand how people can actually live with themselves. And I spend quite a lot of time on Instagram, like, looking at these videos of dogs in shelters. And I'm like, can you imagine the emotional trauma? Like, just as human beings, I just feel like we're so self-involved. We're so unaware that other animals have these, like, emotions and these, like, lives.
Yeah.
And just, like, tying them up in a bag because we, like, no one can be fucked to look after them is, like, so frustrating. Because they're not just, like, they're, like, these living things with personalities. And it's just so sad.
It's so
just,
sad.
Like, chuck them in a hole because, like, no one can be fucked to, like, deal with, you know what I mean?
And it is our responsibility. Like, we've domesticated dogs. It's not like you can just let them out on the street to go, like, fend for themselves.
100%. And, like, it's not their fault that they're, like, procreating at such a rate, but it's, like, our fault that we're not, like, managing it. Like, you know, we're
Yeah.
breeding all these dogs and like allowing them to keep on breeding. It's so frustrating that then, it just bugs me that someone can have a dog, a living creature, and then just be like, oh, I don't want it anymore.
I
Like,
know.
it just doesn't work like that. Like, you would never do that to a child. So I don't understand how people can just be like, oh, I don't want it anymore.
I know.
It really pisses me off. That whole thing it was a really upsetting scene, but I think really powerful the way it was done.
So powerful, yeah. I mean, who directed this? Ron Davis, I think. I don't know who that is. I don't know what else he's done, but just great job, Ron. Really.
Yeah, I mean, I did think other scenes could have been better.
Oh, I agree. I didn't feel like it was like as cinematic as Dogs, but that one scene was just beautiful. Well, not beautiful,
Yeah.
just like powerful.
Yeah, very powerful. No, but it is such a good documentary, and it's so interesting, and they are such sweet people.
So sweet. Oh, I just love them, and I really want us to have a rescue.
Yeah, but I can't have them in the house, Gina. What I would do if it was me, because they've obviously got loads of stables, I would just convert my stables into amazing, like kennels and runs, and I would do it like that.
That's, you know, Roscoe, my old dog, the Pyrenean mountain dog, he came from a rescue where this woman had turned the stables into kennels. Like, each
That's
stable
really
was
nice.
for a dog.
Yeah, I like the idea of that.
Yeah.
Personally. I mean, obviously, I love the fact they have them in the house. I just don't personally think, I mean, I would because my heartstrings. I would struggle not to, but I think it's not, like, sustainable. Like, if you're, you know...
I just, like, I love...
You would eventually then have to start turning dogs away, which I would also find quite difficult.
I know. Yeah, I mean, you would have to. And I think it's so hard to, like, we would find this hard to go to a shelter and think, like, in your head, I'm only able to take 6 home.
Oh my God, I don't think I'd actually be able to do it.
I think the hardest part, you know, when Ron was, like, going through all his emails and it was, like, all these shelters that sent him dogs that were on the kill list and he can only pick a select few. Like, that must be so hard.
So hard. You would have to kind of desensitize yourself from it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because how... I really hated looking at those pictures being like urgent, you know, like on the death list today. I wouldn't be able to cope with it.
Oh my God, Harley was on the death list.
Oh my God, was she?
Yeah.
Oh my God, look at her life now. It's so satisfying.
I know. Oh.
I'm so torn because I obviously love rescue and I really want to rescue and I'm so like aware about the problems, but I also really want a Dalmatian.
I know, but you've got to just find a Dalmatian rescue.
I want a puppy.
I'm now really angry with Brie because I found a golden retriever rescue and she so could have rescued a golden retriever.
Oh my God, there are so many golden retriever rescues.
But she was
Gina?
like, I didn't realise. I really truly thought, like, oh, golden retriever, like, everyone wants one. There won't be a rescue. But there is. There are so many.
I follow, because I'm part of Bachelor Nation, because I'm a loser.
Of course you are.
But Caitlin Bristow, she the guy she picked on The Bachelorette, they got together and he had a golden retriever and she fell in love with it. Then they broke up and she's got a new boyfriend now, also from the Bachelor world, but anyway.
Yeah.
And she really wanted a golden retriever and she rescued one from like Korean rescue.
Oh, wow.
And it is the most beautiful, sweet dog, and it was like a puppy basically. And I was like, oh my God, like it does not look like a rescue. It's so beautiful, but it's just really interesting.
I know.
That she rescued it. We should follow it on Instagram. It's called Ramen Noodle, which is quite a cute name for a dog.
Oh, really cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should definitely follow them. But no, Kits, I really think you're going to be able to find a Dalmatian rescue. And I think maybe you should do, you know how Jenna Marbles was like, oh, we've been in contact with with this greyhound rescue for a while and we've just been waiting for the right dog. Like, I do quite like that they kind of saw her home, saw her dog, saw her lifestyle, and then they were like, we'll let you know when we have the right one for you. Like, maybe you could contact, like, a Dalmatian rescue and just be like, I would really love, like, a Dalmatian puppy.
Because my mum is right. Like, as much as I really want one right now, I actually could not manage it.
Yeah.
Because I have to, even though I obviously do really want one, she's right, I need to be realistic. Like, imagine me going home to my parents' house for the weekend, and I usually get the coach.
Yeah.
It's fine with Florence because I can pick her up on the subway, I can take her on the bus, she sits on my lap, but imagine having that and another dog.
I know, yeah. 2 dogs with one person is hard.
Would not be able to manage it, but if I had like a boyfriend and we both had cars, and it would be a bit different, but I think now it's like unrealistic.
Yeah, you need to learn how to drive.
And if, for example, I wanted to move city and I was like, Mum, I need you to have my dog for 2 weeks, it would be so easy. But imagine if I had 2 dogs, like, she would not want to do that.
Oh, your mum would love a Dalmatian.
I don't know if she would.
Oh, I think she would.
My mum loves dogs and puppies, so she'll
Yeah.
probably be fine. But I mean, no. So I'm going to wait a while.
Okay, we can wait. That's fine. I think you need to find a
It's something to
boyfriend with
look
a
forward
car.
to. Oh yeah, 100%.
Also, if I move to England, I'll have a car.
I know, which is perfect for our road trips.
Yeah.
I need you to like do that though, pretty ASAP.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if I decide to move to England, well, first of all, I'd have to do Justin's visa, and I don't even know how that would work. And then I think I would want to
We'll
do...
chat to my sister.
Your sister?
Yeah, doesn't Arabella, shouldn't she know about that kind of thing? Oh no, because John's not.
Yeah, John's not British. No, because I'd have to bring an American to England.
I wonder how that works.
I don't know. I'm assuming it's like, because I already have a green card, and we've already been married, so I don't know how that works. I'd have to look into it, but anyway, I would want like one last year in New York to just do like a whole
of
bucket
your
list. Yeah, and then leave.
We'll do that next year then.
Okay.
So I would obviously, implore you all to watch this documentary.
Yeah.
It is so good.
You really have to watch it. It was so good. But kids, this is the thing I was angry about. Sorry, I just need to say, why does it have 2 stars on Netflix? That really made me angry.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's such a wholesome, nice documentary.
Because you
I have no idea.
know what it is? It's people being like, oh, for fuck's sake, like these fucking rescue people, like showing euthanasia and like showing dead dogs and stuff. Well, they didn't actually show like an actual dead body.
Well, people can fuck off. I hate people that are like that,
I
Gina.
know.
The only way we're going to change the world is by showing people the nitty-gritty of it. There's a really interesting theory. I don't think I was talking. I think I was talking to... can't speak. I think I was talking to someone else about it. But the theory is, it's like such a good debate we should like throw to our listeners. I went to a conservation talk, a debate, ages ago, and it was like talking about how to like get the world to understand the seriousness of conservation, and I'm going to apply this to like the seriousness of like rescuing dogs. And in documentaries like that, do you, and like for example like Yulin, do we show people how bad it is, or should we be showing people the solution? What is more powerful, showing people how to fix a situation or showing people how bad the situation is?
I think you've got
It's
to
like a
do
really
both.
interesting debate. Yeah, but the thing is, this is what I kind of think, is like, if you show people how bad it is, they don't want to know. It's like my sister downstairs.
Oh, yeah.
She won't watch any David Attenborough because she doesn't want to face us. She doesn't want to know how bad it is because she's scared.
That's so bad.
So she won't watch any David Attenborough, which is like so frustrating because we all need to be watching it.
We do.
But then if you show people the solution, people are like, oh, it's taken care of. I don't need to do anything.
Oh.
You know, it's
God,
such
you're
an
so
interesting like debate, and I think with the rescuing dogs and stuff, it's like if we show a solution where we're like, yeah, dogs are being rescued and kill shelters are finding ways of sorting it, and there are rescues like this, does it make people be like, okay, I don't need to rescue and I don't need to donate?
I don't know, because I'm so
Then
sorry. I have
if you
a cough.
show people the severity of it, like maybe that's why people are giving it one or 2 stars on Netflix, because they're like, oh, it's so horrendous. But it's like, you know, it's such a hard one to like know the balance.
I know, it is really hard, and like I feel like there's a point where you go not too far, but like with those charity advertisements, I feel like people are so desensitized to like seeing children starving in different countries that people are just like, oh, okay, whatever, like other people are dealing with it, or like they don't want to deal with it. But I feel like with Life in the Doghouse, it was done in quite it wasn't like too bad. It's not like a Yulin documentary where it's like horrific.
Yeah, no, it's yeah, no, you're so right.
So I feel like you have to like make a documentary where it's not horrific and like it shows some kind of hope to get people interested, but like also does show the bad side. And I feel like Life in the Doghouse was just so good because it really was just like, this is the community's fault. Like people need to spay and neuter, and like attitudes need to change.
Yeah. I don't think it was powerful enough in that respect.
Oh, really?
I think it was a really good documentary and it was really sweet and wholesome, but my takeaway was not, oh my god, we have got to spare neuter. I mean, I was like that, but I was more like, guys, watch it because it's so cute. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, maybe it's just because I watched the first half, which was really cute, weeks ago, and I just watched the last half, which I feel like the last half was more impactful.
Yeah.
Which was probably good because I'm sure the first half got people interested, so at least they would watch it.
Yeah, I think we just need to be more like talking about it. I think actually maybe on our Instagram we need to become real advocates for that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And like I think I'm learning like shout it from the rooftops. It's like when I get involved in like these arguments, I get quite a lot of Instagram comment arguments because I'm trying. I feel like when I've commented on, like, for example, I've commented quite a lot on Kylie Jenner's Instagrams about, like, her use of plastic and her jet flying. And I commented on a Save the Reef one recently about this video I saw that was horrendous. Mm-hmm. And I know sometimes people are like, oh, why do you bother commenting? But, like, the amount of likes and interaction I got proves that, like, even posting a comment is, like, opening up the conversation.
Yeah.
So now I feel really passionate, like, we should all be, like, so much more, like, in any way that we can, raise our voices about things we care about and things that need to change. And, like, actually in both those comments, I received so many people replying to me being like, you're so stupid. Like,
I know, people are so
they were
aggressive.
so ignorant. And I was like, but just like, Jeans, I open my eyes to how uneducated people are about issues.
Yeah.
It's actually shocking. Like, and so people like us who do know the issues and we know how severe the problem is and we know the problem needs to be sorted out, I think we've got to be the people who, like, comment and, like, force the others to, like, look at the situation.
Yeah, I think it's just so hard when you're arguing with ignorant people, though.
I know, but how are we going to get those ignorant people to see the light? We have to, because if we don't, they're going to have kids who are also ignorant, and they're going to spread that. You know, we've got to, like, you know, you've got to change the mind of, like, everyone you meet.
I know.
Sorry, it's been quite a heavy-hitting,
Well, just in the last 5 minutes.
Oh, shit, I need to go in a minute.
Oh, sorry. Let's end on a high note. I mean, on our Instagram, yes, I feel like we should be posting more, like, informative stuff. I have been doing an NYC adoptable of the day.
I saw a really good idea.
Yeah.
Really, really good idea, yeah. Nice.
But we should probably do some in England too, because I know we have listeners worldwide. If you didn't know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're like a global podcast.
We literally are.
We actually are.
Maybe, oh my god, maybe we should start ending every single podcast with guys spare new to your pets.
Oh, should we?
Well, like, we always say, like and subscribe, which is so, like, self-involved. Like, maybe we should be saying, like, our message this week is, and then something informative. Like, our message this week is, like, you know, let's think about the dogs in the Bahamas right now. And do you know what I mean? Maybe we should be doing more of that. I think we should, you know.
Oh my god, that woman. Okay, maybe I should find out and I'll post it on Instagram. The woman that does the rescue for Second Chance Rescue in the Bahamas, she took in over 100 dogs during that hurricane.
Oh my god, amazing.
Yeah.
Is she on Instagram? Can we, like, shout her out or something?
She is, but
or let's post about it.
I would have to find it. Yeah, so I'll post about it on our Instagram. So follow us on Instagram. It's at That's So Fetch Podcast. And we'll do some more activist stuff.
Do you want to, or are you just saying that to please me? Because
no, I want to. Kissy.
Okay, good. Because I know, I just think, I don't want to force you, but I'm just in such a mood these days where it's like, I could do so much better. And I just think
no, we all
could be doing better. And I feel like, let's do it together. And I think now that we have a dog podcast, it's like such a cool, I know we're a very, very, very small platform right now, but I think if anyone was like, oh, what do you know, we should have something to say, you know, we should have opinions on important things. Like, it's not just about how cute your dog is, but it's about, like, making sure dogs are, like, safe on this planet and stuff. If I was a celebrity with millions and millions and millions of followers, saving animals and ending, like, animal cruelty and animal abuse would be, like, my thing.
Yeah.
And like conservation and wildlife. I would, like, put all my I'd work so hard to help that. I can't imagine being Kylie Jenner and sitting at home and not having a cause. You know, where is her passion? Like, put, you know, instead of making a fucking, I mean, yeah, doing a makeup line is great, but, like, do you know what I mean? Like, put your energy towards changing the world. You have the opportunity. It's at your fingertips. It saddens me that that's not, like, on her agenda.
I know. And instead it's like Kylie Skin fucking water bottle.
Yeah, like branding a water bottle on your private jet. Like, for fuck's sake. Gina, I actually can't talk about it. It makes me so fucking angry. And, like, everyone's like, oh, why are you pissing on Kylie? I'm like, I'm not. I'm just like, she's got 150 million followers. Imagine the change she could make. Just imagine. If she sent a tweet out one day being like, guys, spare new to your dogs. Just imagine the impact that one tweet could have. So think about doing that on, like, a massive scale. I'm so passionate about it. It makes me so mad.
I do feel like our listeners, though, are probably people that have spayed and neutered their pets.
No, yeah, obviously, totally agree. I say, yeah, I do agree.
So yeah, tell your friends and your family members to spay and neuter your pets. It is really important, but I do feel like...
Well done for spaying and neutering your pets.
Yeah. I feel like it is, that sounds so bad, but, like, especially because the documentary was in South Carolina, I do kind of feel like it's, like, those redneck communities where it's like, oh, you just have a dog, and, like, if they have puppies, cool, like, a bit of extra money. Oh, you know what?
Okay,
Okay,
I've really gotta go.
I know. Okay, I know we have to go. Wait, right now?
Yeah. Well, no, what?
Oh, just the other thing that we forgot to mention, just the puppy mills, and like the fact that the puppy mill meets away from their location so that they don't get shut down to give the shelter to the puppies. That
Oh my
fucking
God,
pissed me off so much.
The videos of the dogs who had literally been in cages so long they had like rubbed off their noses made me physically sick.
That is disgusting, yeah.
I'm so glad we live in a country where puppy mills don't really exist, but fuck you, America. It's an act. Oh my God, I can't talk about it. It makes me so angry.
Yeah, okay.
Can you fucking imagine?
I can't. I mean, how would you
I did not realise that 99.9% of all dogs in pet shops are from puppy mills.
I know. And remember that there was that puppy store that we went to, I think, in Chelsea?
Yeah, all the time.
No, not the one in Limburg, but the one in Chelsea.
I exactly remember.
And they had a sign up and it was like, we do not support puppy mills. And they fucking got shut down for mistreatment of dogs.
Liars.
Yeah. How could you work there? How can you do that?
God knows what happens to the dogs who grow up in that store and then what do they get done with? Like, what happens to them?
I think they just drop them off at shelters.
What, it's fucking disgraceful.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I've got to go.
Okay, I know we have to go. Okay, watch the documentary if you haven't. It really is a must-see. And then we'll be back next week with maybe a lighter topic. I don't know.
Definitely.
I mean, this just turned dark, but I mean, the documentary is really nice.
This has been a very passionate, ranty, activism episode, but I feel like once in a while it's just important, and I'm sure people listening would agree with us, so it's just like an awesome time to come together and be like, yes.
Yeah. Okay, we can all
Change.
do something. We can appreciate how cute dogs are, but also appreciate that we need to help.
Okay, so next week let's do a fun topic.
Okay, we'll think about it.
Topic. Yeah. Let's do a fun one on like, what did you say? Service dogs or something?
Oh, I really want to do guide dogs. Is that a bit deep?
Quite like a. Yeah, I think we should do a fun one next week. Like,
Okay.
you know.
We'll think of something.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for listening.
All right.
Spay and
Bye,
neuter,
guys. Love you.
subscribe, rate, whatever the other words are. Okay, bye.